Hello, hello, Soul Tribe. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Simmy. We're here to talk about the August energy updates. Now, if you have been paying attention to anything energetics at all, you know that this month we are peaking at the reception of high frequency energies to Earth and to our consciousness. So let's dive into it. So the following messages will be entirely channeled. So before we start, I want you to know that this is not just an information update, it is an activation coded into the what you will receive in the following as well. So remember to just take what resonates and leave the rest, and also just open your heart if you feel called to receive. The dragon guides want to greet you with a bit of light language to calibrate. Kuhumi ananekera shiki mananekela hakesha ea koleshiki ya alakimone kulina kelala kashiki nanakera kutta takaresikia. Kiorokaregeruna kera kalashakane kela katarasikia. They're saying, our guides are saying, collective guides are saying that know that you already knew what is the highlights for you this month. And now this process of listening to this message is just to activate your remembering as a sovereign creator. We're providing a few perspectives for you to look at, to pay attention to this month and contemplate on how that relates to you and your life. So the first theme is endings and beginnings. Elakota da karasha mikina na karasha nikata rara karasha nikira korota kaseni korokata kanana nikira korokota karasani korokota nikira kashaki hakale ikura karakanski kurikera karakata sikira unna kira korasikina nikira hatta kiriski. They say this crowd is more receptive to light language. So instead of explaining in English, it's actually more effective to deliver just in light language for a bit. You know what is ready to end. You knew already. So now it's just to continue to hold compassionate space for yourself to witness the closing. Your soul is already orchestrating everything. So just know that you allowing is your part in this co-creation with your soul, which is you, but it's just different perspective. So since we are energetically, this is Simi, by the way. Just so you know, I know that a lot of you knew how to distinguish between a channeled message and human Simi message. So just trust that. So we are starting retrograde so just like a quick rundown of the key dates. People that are well versed in astrology, like, just know that I'm just noting the basics. So the 4th, well, in Hong Kong time, and 4th of April, we'll have the new moon in Leo, followed by the retrograde season, the Mercury retrograde starting on the 5th. So that would be like a 1-day difference. And then so until the 20th, if I'm not mistaken, let me just quickly look it up. The 28th of August will be in retrograde, Mercury retrograde. And I do believe there's like some other retrogrades as well. So during this time is introspective, introspective, yes. And then you're like looking within and like just contemplating like, so that's why this witnessing energy is coming in to hold space for yourself to witness the beginning is like the endings, closure. Sometimes this closure is decades in the making. So big transformative time. And our guides are saying you don't really need more than awareness and witnessing with compassion to hold space for yourself to see, because you already make up your mind. You already knew with by divine will you want these closure. So it's nothing extra that you really need to do to close things out. And then of course there will come the aligned guided action for you to like take any action that is related to those closing, but in your heart you already knew. So sometimes through the introspection of this month, it's just you making up the decision of saying like, oh, you witness that there is again these repeated patterns in your life that you really feel like it's time to say no more. It's as simple as that. So things may arise, but it's just to remind you to make these decisions if you haven't already. And if you have already, it's just to continue to witness that unfolding and receive the alchemy and the wisdom that comes with the lessons. So yeah, it is a time of celebration as well. It's like I love that these bubbles just come up. I don't know why. Happened with Zoom. Anyway, so this is a time of celebration as well because like you made it. You're here. So just give yourselves, a pat on the shoulder, give yourself a hug, give your inner child a hug. Like you made it. You realize these, you make it to the end of the cycle. You more than made it, you triumphed, is what I'm hearing. You triumphed. So really celebrate yourself and all these endings. So second theme is timeline convergence. So as it is the peak of we're peaking at the Syrian like Lionsgate portal on the triple eighth this year. Quiero que a la que this month as well. And this triple eighth energy is, I mean, quite self-explanatory, as in the symbol of the infinite symbol, infinity symbol. So, begins and an ends and new beginnings, like encircling, but also in the sense of timeline convergence. It's like different timelines, like coming to that convergence point. So, what does it mean? It means that more awareness will come with the light codes that are incoming from the central sun, integrating seamlessly into the earth grid. It's like turning I've been shown like it's like turning the if in the light control, like you can turn up the brightness. And this brightness is being turned up in the collective field so that more and more we discovered, like more and more truth is coming out, which resonates with the Leo theme this way, Leo theme. And of like, like Leo the lion is guided by, their hearts, and then like, like going after the truth like courageously. The heart's truth. So a lot of these heart's truth is coming out, and to help us to make decision, is it the time to end things, relating to the third theme. So timeline. So this is happening multidimensionally as well. So in different timelines, we might remember this is like related to the third theme as well, which I'll be talking about in a bit. But like you realize your multiple timelines and things coming about from like the Golden Atlantean times or Lemurian timelines or galactic lifetimes. Also in your parallel lifetimes as well. So they are all working together to help you make decision in the now. Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to go forward? Do you want to keep um, going like per usual, or you realize that there are things that needs to shift and needs to change? And just like what we talked about in theme number one, it's just about awareness and witnessing, making a decision in the heart, and just follow through with aligned action. It's quite simple as that. So this is Simmy. I just want to say, and I know also the guys are like echoing as well. If you hear any messages out there that is describing this time of the year, or like this second half of the 2024 as something very turbulent and something to be scared of, please ask your heart, do you need to fear changes, or can you welcome changes with ease and grace? They want to take a moment to rest in this point and just like inviting you to tune into your heart and feel your courage, feel your truth. You can connect with your solar plexus. Just feel, is change scary to you? But is that your truth? Who told you to be fearful towards change? When you connect to your heart's truth, you will know that there's no fear in the heart. There is no fear in your soul. And from that space, how do you wish to act? Or how do you wish to create your life going forward when you have no fear? Yes, so Spirit just want to invite you to tune in and feel into that. That is, the main energy, especially around the 888 portal, that it's coming into the collective consciousness. It's like, yes, we are shifting. Fear not. Joy is also coming in. Like when you tune into joy, the joy of change, the joy of growth, the joy of shifts. Would you be open to allow joy to be your guide in this time to navigate changes? Yeah, so this is where our guides want to leave you at the theme number 2, timeline convergence. And kirokota sekinane karashi kinikarasha katane kirakashini kirakarashi kirakalasha. So before we go into the next theme, I want to let you know that we have a few offerings this month. I really realized I'm so grateful that this channel is growing so fast, and this just speaks to me that a lot of us need this, this collective space to gather, to connect, to know that we are doing this together. So this is why I'm doing all these offerings and this YouTube channel basically. So I would love to invite you to step in further to co-create with me in these gathering circles. So on the 15th, we have a Remembering Golden Atlantis circle, which thank you for a lot of you that has reached out in the comment section and let me know from the Mages of Atlantis video that I put out, I think it's a couple months ago now. And that resonates with a lot of you. And you let me know that you would like to go deeper into this channeled wisdom with the Mages of Atlantis, with the Divine Masculine energy, and the Divine Father, the Earth Fathers. And after consulting them, I we created this theme of remembering the Golden Atlantis because it's related to the next theme. Theme number 3, the Galactic Memories. Yes. So, so we created this because it's related to theme number 2, the timeline convergence. Because at this time, a lot of information is actually coming through from the Sirius collective. Pleiadians as well, but like mainly Sirius. And they are deeply connected to the Atlantean timelines and the Atlantean technology. So, by the cosmic support, we are able to easily converge multiple timelines at this time of the year. So, by remembering, so we create this container to help you remember different timelines that are ready to integrate. All the wisdoms that the Divine Masculine Collective wish to offer you at this time. And there is a purpose to remember how to quantum leap and go beyond the 3D linear time concept. So the Atlantean time, like Council of Timekeeper, would help with that. And the Inner Earth Council is also here to help us ground all of this energy. Like how do we best support ourselves in the physical body and as well as the like Mama Gaia at this time? There is ways that we calibrate our body so that all these light codes coming in is well integrated and grounded. And that in turn helps stabilize and ground Mama Earth as well. So that's the gridwork aspect of it. So yeah, so much it's going on in this gathering. So that's on the 15th of August. So I'll drop the link below to sign up. So I hope to see you there. Galactic Memories. So because of these streams of light codes coming in, essentially they're expanding and lifting up the collective consciousness of Earth so that the veil becomes thinner. So we feel easier to tap into our galactic lifetimes. And like in my personal experience and with people that I work with, this is really happening already since the 7/7 portal. But it's like picking up the speed, of course, and that will continue to vibrate outwards towards like September. Yeah, as we stabilize this energy, this timeline convergence. So galactic memories. You may feel called at this time to connect, remember who your so-called galactic origin is, or where do you feel like home, like or your galactic families that are closely working with you at this lifetime. They may have messages for you. It's easier for you to pick up when you tune in. So a lot of that good stuff of remembering galactic aspects. And a lot of them are actually, I love this. So this came in for me, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Time is a blur. But during a channeling session, it's our guides are telling us that our future self or a multi-dimensional self that has already evolved beyond where we are now in this dimension, we remember them and connect with them because there is a benefit of remembering how to do things, how maybe there are wisdom that we need to bring through to this dimension. Like we're like portals basically. So like this connection is like, say for example, I connect with my Lemurian Sisterhood of the Rose self on the golden timeline. So they are teaching me right now as Simmy how to navigate changes, how to create shifts in this realm. how to grid work, how to attune the water to to awaken and activate water, how to activate my heart, like, and manage my body's energetics, for example, how to facilitate healing, for example. So a lot of these are coming through our galactic selves. So your galactic correspondence is now ready to tell you, how do you do things, or maybe like activate or ignite your mission at this time. So maybe you're here to bring forth new inventions, ideas, messages, creations, art, music, um, projects. So these are a great time of activation from our galactic selves. And then there are gifts that we already mastered. So I went to a very beautiful Divine Masculine Mission Activation workshop yesterday by JJ Activation with JJ. And oh my goodness, and her team, her beautiful team. Like, oh my goodness, to witness the openness of men and divine masculine. And one thing we really talk about is activating your mastery. Be like, not that, it's something given to you, but you already is the master, your master self. How do you integrate that in your now moment and help you in the things that you're doing? It's essentially related to what the Atlantean Council of Timekeepers saying with the timeline convergence piece. It's like, very simply put, it's like the self, the part of us that has already done all of these, is already mastered, how had have all the wisdom, they are informing us right now to help us do it in this realm. So this is really exciting times to get curious about your galactic connection and remember. So if you need any of this as like personal support, you can book me in a one-on-one. I do Akashic Records reading to help you integrate, and also we consult the Galactic Akashic Records as well as the Earthly one, so that integration is really coming through. And do any activations that we need. So I'll put the link below as well. And also we are doing a light language activation. So some of you might be curious, listening to this light language, maybe you already been activated and then, like speaking it. Amazing. Thank you for remembering your soul language. And, some of you might be curious. So this is why I was feel guided to do this. It will be on the 22nd. We're doing things like one week after the other after the 888 portal, because they're all on the Thursdays. And I'm sure it's for a reason, because I didn't pick these dates like the council did. And so in the light language activation, we actually remember our soul language, because light language is the language of our soul frequencies, like a frequency reading technique, if you will, that is that very easily resonate with our multidimensional selves. Wow, I like this. This just came in, this explanation of what light language is. And they convey a certain particular frequency in a way that, like English, for example, or human language cannot. Because language is like through the mind is a bit limited, but then sound is like limitless. And then so in this like language activation workshop, we will learn how to tune into the heart and open up our throats and really release any programs or conditioned beliefs to not feel safe to speak light language, or just to forget it. Like, so the veil is lifted and now it's time to return to the language of our heart and soul. And that the benefits it has in calibrating our own energies and energetic bodies, it's really beneficial as we go into September. And the theme, Virgo season is about health and body. So we will actually, after the big activation of August, we're actually going into more grounded earth sign. Thank you. And also like looking after our body as well. So that will just complement that aspects of the integration. So this is all I have for you for August. So I feel called to do a separate video on the 888 portal energy with the Syrian Council. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for spending this time with me. So I hope I'll see you in the gatherings or like in the next one. And like leave me, any comments, any themes that resonate with you particularly, or do you have any personal themes coming up for you? That would be really helpful to share with the community as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you in the next one.